There you are, enjoying a quiet drink at the Crow Jazz Bar. Officer Reynolds slides over with a case that's too tough for the usual detectives. Reynolds drops a mysterious case on your lap, a string of strange suicides shaking the city's core. With only a cryptic clue in hand, you grab your trusty sidekick, Rose the Oracle, and head into the seedy underbelly of the sewers in search of dark secrets. But just when all hope seems lost, the mysterious visitor swoops in to save the day. Back at your office, the sting of failure lingers until a strange sight catches your attention.
Welcome back. I hope you could have a small break from the previous sessions. It's Halloween night, but we still have amazing games to showcase, and now we have a really unique and visually original um, interactive story. And I'd like to invite from Metaphor Games, Yiğithan, one of the voice actors, or I don't guess I maybe the main voice actor. I don't want to undersell you. Ethan, welcome to our streaming session. How are you?
Hello, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Let me just tell you two things. One, amazing voice. Two, really cool setup. I think next time I also need this kind of contrast between the shadows and the light. You're far
Am
more dramatic in
I?
presentation now than I am.
Yeah, clothed in all black, just changing colors. Am I blushing? I think I'm blushing.
No, I think it's just the LED light. So,
Could be. Yeah, could be.
how are you? So, a voice actor, it's really good. This I was just telling you before we started. It's the second time that we had on this IndieX 2024 voice actors because I think you are kind of well, you really contribute to the quality of the games, but unfortunately I would say you're not usually the the representatives that studios send. So I'm really happy to also see this diversity because yeah, video games are a multidisciplinary art form, and it's really
Yeah,
good to have a
absolutely.
voice actor by trade. So Ethan, how is it being a voice actor as a main job?
It is indescribable, honestly. Like, even putting it into words right now is kind of a challenge, but the most I can say is it's, personally speaking, living a dream. Because I feel like I've always had a story to tell ever since I was young, involved in theater and everything. But getting to do what I love for a living in a medium or an art form that I wholeheartedly enjoy has been, it's just the best.
And it's living a dream, isn't it?
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And we were also talking. You're living in Turkey, so the
Hmm.
market is completely global. That means that geography or the need to fly doesn't stop you from working in any kind of project in any place in the world. Are you
Yeah,
feeling that
definitely.
the current technology and the openness to work with people abroad is growing?
I would definitely say so. Again, I can only speak personally since my experiences are limited to my own, but this little device, this mic, has been just the lock and the key to the entire world, and it's been unlike any other. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful stage we've come to in life.
And while we talk about Celestial Return, this is the debut game of Metaphor Games.
Yes, yes, it
Yeah.
is.
So I would suggest showing why I introduced the game as a really visually unique, not only visually unique, you're going to notice it afterwards, but obviously the eyes are the first contact that we get with a visual or multimedia art form as video games. So I would suggest let's go to Celestial Return. And my first questions, and yes, Ethan, I know that you're the voice actor or one of the voice actors,
A
but
voice actor, yeah.
a voice actor. I would say that something that really pops into our attention is the fact that, at least for me, I'm also a really comic book avid reader, and
Mhm.
what surprised me with Celestial Return is that it has this almost indie sci-fi American comic book aesthetics. Is that
Mhm.
something that the team were willing to follow? It was a conscious decision to go with this aesthetic.
It was definitely a conscious decision. So me and one of the producers of the game, who happens to be the art director of the game as well, we've known each other since college, and ever since I've known him, his art style has been reflective of the. Oh, that's me right there. It's been reflective of the inspirations that he has taken from the media he's consumed, and I think it shows off very beautifully in this case as well. So I'd say yes, definitely.
I think it's the fourth time I'm going to disclose this during IndieX 2024. Is these streaming sessions, obviously they are good to showcase the games and to get another or other audiences to contact with it, but I think they are always unfair to voice actors and to composers and to game and to sound designers, because yeah, we're talking on top of it. So my suggestion for you to really enjoy and um, to understand why both the sound design and the voice acting is really good is simple: is go to the URL I'm going to post on the chat in a few minutes, wishlist the game, try it, and buy it. So when you're playing it, you're not going to have us speaking on top of it. You're going to be able to fully enjoy
We're just being
the sound
nuisances,
quality.
really.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is really interesting, to know the talented people behind this really amazing games. And I think who's watching understands. Well, we're interfering, but it's a small interference because they will be able to enjoy the game afterwards when they go follow it and buy it. So yeah,
Mhm.
and here we are. It's we're a detective in this strange world. What's and we are introduced almost in media res into the story. So we also have this cyberpunk approach, but with a more gritty aura.
Mhm.
Is the team a fan of sci-fi, specifically of cyberpunk setting?
The cyberpunk setting, accompanied with the cosmic aspects of it all, made sense for the narrative that we had in mind. So that is why we decided to go with that. We're not strictly following or adhering to rather a sci-fi mentality, but more so combining several elements into one chaotic smorgasbord, as it were.
Another thing, obviously, nowadays it's risky to develop or publish any type of game because the market is pretty saturated. 2024 wasn't an amazing year for the industry. And on
Mhm.
top of that, Celestial Return is obviously a really, really good game. But you're also risking a lot by going into more on a narrative fiction kind of approach. Um, what do you perceive as the community behind or that usually supports this kind of game? Do you think there's a good community, there are a good audience for these types of games?
I'd say so. There's a very dedicated fan base for the genre of like CRPGs and whatnot, absolutely. But it's also open enough to absorb in new people, shall we say? I mean, we've seen as such from high-end games such as Disco Elysium and Citizen Sleeper and so on and so forth. Um, it's very dedicated and very like adhering to its own fan base, but it's also accepting of new people. So I'd say this is an acceptable way of broadening people's horizons, as it were.
Are you guys also play a pen and paper RPG
Yes,
fans? Yeah.
I myself as am a relatively aged dungeon master slash game master. So playing like tabletop games such as like Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, and Vampire the Masquerade, Call of Cthulhu, and
Ah,
whatnot. All of that.
I was waiting for that. Sorry.
Like most of the niche, well, not niche, but more so the cliche tabletop games you can think of, I probably have had experience with it personally speaking, and most everyone else on the team has as well.
Shadowrun.
Shadowrun, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I played all of those, but the one that I'm really close to is Vampire the Masquerade. But
Hmm.
I had a relatively long campaign of Shadowrun because we were really interested in this cyberpunk approach, and yeah.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I was asking this because what I've been feeling in the last few years is obviously the success of Disco Elysium, but in a sense, Baldur's Gate 3, which older players, older gamers were already well connected with the original games and also with Dungeons and Dragons. But
Hmm.
for me, it seems like it just broadened the audiences. Like people
Definitely.
got more open to play this type of games and this type of experiences, and that's a
Hmm.
good thing, I would guess.
Yeah, I would assume so as well. It's a mirror into an it's into a world of open, endless possibilities, which is, I think, what grabbed many of us in the first place, way back when, and including new people into that sort of realm is all the more enjoyable. The more, the merrier.
But at the same time, there's a challenge for these games because they rely on several things. One of them, and I think most importantly, the quality of the script writing.
Hmm.
Um,
Definitely.
and I believe how many people are writing the game in this moment? Do you have an idea?
If I do recall correctly, the writing team consists of three people at this point, but more people chime in every now and then, especially those of the voice acting team, me and the others included. When we have a recommendation or something that might fit into a certain like specific part of the script as we are reading it or recording it, we also chime in and workshop the ideas back and forth. So all in all, it's a collaborative experience between the creative team and the pen and paper team.
Another thing that I noticed, I don't know if the this demo that we're playing now, if
Mhm.
it reflects the vision or at least what the players will be able to feel when they buy the game. But I don't know if this is conscious on your side that you know so well the audience for Celestial Return that, for example, you're assuming, and for me, assuming well, that people already know some pretty consensual topics and definitions like this idea of perception or how to roll for specific characteristics or like you're not explaining because you're assuming if you're playing this, you know exactly this world and this language is part of your grammar. Is
Mhm.
this what's happening or am I wrong?
I think we went with a trial by fire sort of system, almost being baptized in fire, as it were, with the whole rolling dice system and the insights system. That being thrown into it directly, I think people can like come up with the conclusion that, oh, this is how this works, or this is how it's going to work in the future of the game as well. So I don't think it
Because
really required much like pre explaining and whatnot.
yeah. Yeah, because well, we grew up with RPGs and traditional RPGs, even on
Hmm.
video games, being more. You spend some time actually building the character, and now you're having these stories that are already tailored with characters already tailored with their own statistics that possibly are gonna change during the course of your campaign.
Hmm.
But this is an approach that I think feels completely contemporary. Because when we were teenagers the way that interactive fiction or interactive RPGs would act is not the same way like this because I think I feel that you're assuming y- whoever is playing this has a complete knowledge of the genre.
Hmm. Hmm. I think it would go. I don't think it would go as far as assumption, more so like a suggestion that this is how it can go, or you have this sort of freedom to uh, indulge in it as you wish. That, I think we were going with that.
Mm, mhm.
You can
So
check out.
obviously, oh
Sorry.
yeah, please go, go. No, 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 go. Please go.
You can check out the insights system that we bore witness to a couple of minutes ago by clicking on the insights that pop up whenever you go through dialogues. Whenever it's going to pop up next time, I mean, to what's it call it, to explore them a little bit further.
Okay, so yeah. Is the soundtrack original? Is
It
who's the
is.
composer? Yeah.
Our composer is Berk Sharmit from again our team, Metaphor Games. Um, he's worked in tandem with Kerem Akman, one of the co-founders of the studio Metaphor Games, and they've they're both really experienced in music making and composing and everything, and they've put their expertise to use in the
Yeah, because
with
the
utmost
soundtrack is
efficiency.
the soundtrack is really really good.
Mhm.
Are
Thank you.
you now contributing with voice acting, or are you also helping with the technical audio side, like
Uh,
producing your own voice, for example?
I'm mainly there with voice acting. I'm not really involved in the technical aspect, such as like sound mixing or sound engineering and whatnot. I'm mainly there as the talent, a talent.
Do you know how far along in the roadmap to Celestial Returns release are we? You have any close idea?
Not particularly, but I feel like we've made a relative headway in progress regarding the bulk of the game as a whole, and we are working on it diligently every day still.
Yeah, I was just noticing we're getting thrown a few, well, now specific concepts from this world, and it's interesting because this is just seeding some curiosity on me on
Mhm.
what's happening. Like this idea of this girl being an abstract
Uh,
is,
So
yeah.
we've peppered in the throughout the game. I should begin with that. Throughout the game, you will be introduced to three different areas and random encounters associated with these areas. And this is simply one of those with the one of those factions that you can come across. In this case, the abstracts, and this girl is one of them.
But I guess obviously we have like, yeah, yeah. Here we are.
Mhm.
This is what abstracts. Oh, they are paranormal entities. Okay, nice.
So this is more so tagging into the cosmic um,
Hmm.
side that I mentioned before.
Are we eventually going to cross into also the field of horror, like sci-fi horror, or are we going to keep it more on the sci-fi slash cyberpunk? Um,
We've been relatively lax with pulling our punches in regards to the shock value that some sides of the game may hit the player with. So we're not exactly shying away from the horror side either. So it might affect people.
Remind me again, who is the main artist?
The main artist is Kerem Akman, the one of the
Okay.
co-founders of Metaphor Games.
I would believe that he really enjoyed Marvel 2099 when he was a teenager, just like I did.
Uh, I would say so.
Okay.
He's actually speaking to me as we're talking, and he says he's been inspired by Tsutomu
Film.
Nihei's Blame. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
Mhm,
Oh, he. Okay, so I wasn't. Yeah, the Japanese inspiration, but
mhm.
uh, I think he's listening to this. Was I wrong regarding Marvel 2099 or even maybe Metropolitan, the indie American comics? Because yeah, I can feel something on his on his aesthetic, on his line that reminds me a lot of it. Yeah, it's always. I just also love this. This is why it's really interesting to talk with developers, because you almost can identify if your feelings regarding this are true or not.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. Which is another thing to, which is another thing I personally appreciate about this team in particular. We wear our inspirations on our sleeves. It's almost like readable through the work we put out, what we've
Yeah,
been inspired by, what we're trying to go for. It's yeah. So this is the collectible system. This is sort of a well, since you are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons and Baldur's Gate, um, you might be. It might remind you of the inspiration system. So each item collected will provide you with an extra roll on a dice roll
specific.
that is required of you. It's working like an inspiration system of sorts. It's a
Yeah,
one-off, but it increases your odds of success. Here we have the insights system that I mentioned. By playing through the game, you will occasionally gain access to insight points, which you can utilize to increase your what you call it affinity with an insight of your choice. So, for example, you went with your angrier side, the angrier side of your brain,
I
which
actually
you.
misclicked, but yeah, I did.
So each insight has three stages. Each of
Hmm.
them, each additional level will unlock new paths you can take during
Okay.
the dialogues or the narrative selections that you make. And with it being a narrative-driven game, it will lead to different paths that you can take that it will lead you to. Whether that be good or bad, you're gonna have to find out on your own.
And also bio and cyber augmentation. We also can see it here in
Yes.
Howard's description,
Mhm.
anatomical description. Yeah.
It being a sci-fi slash cyberpunk-ish world, it will also add to your overall narrative and the perception of the characters of you. It will change and shape the story regarding how far along you go from being a human to to a cyborg essentially.
Mm. But is there a trait where you can more or less um, check how is your humanity loss or
I don't know if that is an implemented side. Unfortunately, I'm not in the know-how of that. So.
and there are lots of characters for sure
Hmm.
already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're going all out in regards to being effective in delivering the narrative. So
Are we
the
talking on the ballpark figure of how many characters? Out of curiosity.
in if I were to hazard a guess, bordering on 16 for the first area only. If I am not wrong. Oh, 50 to 60, excuse me.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I
these are
I
the
I
sorry.
no no please Ethan.
So this is the insight system that we briefly touched upon before. These are the voices in your head, essentially, which are also the which is how I will also be accompanying you in the future when we have a full release, with the voice acting side of it being implemented into the full build, full
Oh,
game.
they will have voice acting too.
Yes, yes. It might be noticeable that there hasn't really been much like voiced dialogue and some such yet in the game. Unfortunately, we are rushing along as we go, and we have to prioritize some things. So the voice acting bit kind of took a dip to the sidelines, but yes, the characters and whatnot will be voiced.
For example, now I have 2 points in bloodlust, my insight affinity with bloodlust.
Hmm.
Would that mean that when I have the option to answer bloodlust, that I'm not seeing it, but maybe I'm already getting different answers or different paths than I would get for just having 1 point?
Yes, since you've to put it in layman's terms, since you've fed into your anger, the response or the option to utilize your anger to respond to a set character will be all the more amplified. Since it's not anger issues anymore, you're at the stage of bloodlust at this point. It will be
Mhm, yeah.
that much more intense and severe. Excuse me.
Oh, wait. There's a new insight coming.
No,
Shuttergeist? No?
this is one of those abstracts that we came across before.
Oh, it's an abstract. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
And it's colored. Yeah. All purple characters are abstracts. Is it? Is it the color
Uh,
scheme?
I, I
No.
I think it's meant for Shuttergeist specifically.
Okay. Okay. So now, Neural Archive. What do you remember about Shuttergeist? And we're
So
gonna
this
have a
is
dice roll.
yes, exactly.
6 successes needed to. Okay. Let's see.
You need to roll between 3 and 6 to succeed.
And I failed. Oh
No, no,
no.
you
Two.
succeeded. You
Yeah.
got a 4.
2 and 2. Yeah. 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 So yeah. Nice. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, because Howard was a detective of the paranormal inv- investigative department,
He's
and
had
yeah.
paranormal dabblings more so than being like a specific paranormal detective.
Hmm. Okay. Do we know if Rose is actually also an abstract?
My lips
Should
were
I be
sealed.
asking this? Okay. This was just a rhetorical question. Okay, I was just throwing it
Right.
to the ether.
It's for dramatic effect. I get it. I get
Yeah.
it.
Huh. Okay. Yes, the codex. Wait. Sensory sharpness. We already had it.
Yes, it's the second stage of your intelligent perception. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, thank you.
There you go.
Hmm. Is in the roadmap, since the artwork is so interesting. Is the team thinking about releasing this as a graphic novel?
Well, as opposed to a graphic novel, we're taking the path of of a full blown out CRPG. So
Nice.
we're not really going for a visual novel aspect, but yes, it will be closely related to like a visual novel sort of thing. Closely related to, but not quite. You know.
Oh, I was asking, like, are you thinking of eventually publishing it as a physical graphic novel, really comic
Oh,
book,
yes,
like reading the
absolutely.
story eventually? Yeah, because
Yeah.
this is screaming for it. Fun, man.
Yeah, I think we have something along those lines planned with our Kickstarter bundle for the collectors or the supporters of the game that have decided to invest in whatnot through our Kickstart
How did it
campaign.
go, the Kickstarter?
It's still ongoing.
Oh,
I'm not quite in the know of how it's going either, so I can't
so
really.
let me do something, which is post. Here it is. Yeah, let's help every way we can with this. If you're, yeah, I
Any
think if you're watching this, you're fans of uh, traditional RPGs. So please get this notification from Kickstarter. Follow the URL to know when the game gets released. Thank you
you
for the
can,
heads up, Yiğithan.
yeah. Thank you for mentioning it.
Haha. Okay, Shuttergeist is saying precisely there are many like Rose and me, souls yearning for serenity. Hmm. But why are they stuck here? So, and if our codex says that Shuttergeist is an armless abstract, that means logical, logical thinking that there are other abstracts that are not harmless. Is it?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Absolutely. I mean, these guys look dangerous, man. I don't know about you. They should be capable of something, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the crying girl
Should be.
didn't really seem the friendliest when you came across her on the street.
Yeah. Uh, hmm.
The narrative will shape out as you make your decisions. So the shut, paranormal such as Shattergeist could be your friends or your enemies. And the relationships you make along the way can be shaped according to the decisions that you've made beforehand. So the world is your oyster.
Yeah, I just noticed this. I decided to trust Shuttergeist, so I holstered my gun. Let's see if this eases the information sharing. Um, mm, hmm. Yeah, because the codex says that Shuttergeist also has oracle abilities.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Closely related to, but not quite as
Rose.
thorough as roses. Yes.
Yeah. I know you're not going to answer, but I'm just thinking. Yeah, of course. I'm just thinking that why there must be a reason why the art direction of the insights are they contrast so much with the rest of the game. There
I,
must be a conceptual reason for this.
there definitely must be.
And if you want to know, play through the game when it comes out.
Nice little segue into into marketing there.
So that's your return. Yeah. Are you guys? Do you have a publishing, or are you a publisher? Are you looking for it, or are you?
Our publishing team is currently in works with Metis Creative, I think, another local team from Turkey. They've had experiences with publishing as well beforehand, so publishing games such as hold on, I need to remember the project names. They are eluding me like no other right now.
Good. So we have a plan.
But yes, we are working with a publishing company. But we are still, but we are open to negotiations and whatnot should the situation or offer arise.
I just noticed you're also voice acting a third character that I think we didn't get in contact with.
Oh boy. uh,
Quantum.
yes, Quantum. Yes, you haven't gone into contact with Quantum yet, so that's a mouthful. Uh, but I will be voicing the insights, the voices inside your head, and sometimes I will be the threats outside of your head. All the more it's going to be fun.
And since we played through the demo, could we get a sneak peek or the voices you're doing for the five insights we have now?
I don't think we've put in any of
You
my
haven't decided it.
recordings or
Oh,
but
okay.
I can do a live reading if you want.
That's what I was hoping for.
Okay, all
So
right.
I restarted the game precisely for that. Okay.
Well, let's see if I still
So
got it. What are we
the
going for
stage is
first?
yours.
Foolishness. Okay,
Foolishness.
all right. Man, I've never done it with an audience. It's okay. It's a bomb. As soon as we pull the envelope, a string will break, a fuse will ignite, powder will catch fire, and we'll gently go to always sleep. Just an envelope. No wires or anything sketchy attached. It's likely just a package or some regular mail left for the detective. Our postbox is busted. So this was the only solution.
Okay.
Someone knows where we live. Hand on the gun. Flip off the safety. Is this doing anything for anyone?
Well, we have Sessions on our chat saying, "Stop putting the guest in uncomfortable positions."
No.
This is simply amazing.
Just unexpected. I'm not uncomfortable or anything. Nothing to worry about.
Dear friends in the audience, this man is a pro. I wouldn't. This wouldn't get him uncomfortable by doing this. I guess.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Nothing to worry about. I'll just go cry in the corner after the stream ends. It's fine.
Awesome voice acting, indeed. You know, it's you just got to compliment here on the chat, and yeah, always.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You know what I'm really missing? So this year, one of our streamers on the team, she's not able to. She hasn't been able to stream any live session. But last year, she fully acted with the developer a really cute, cozy game called Lil Gators. So the streaming session was her playing the game while both of them were voice acting the game impromptu.
It's the best.
It would be amazing if she would be the one doing this, and she would be doing Rose, and you would be doing Howard. And we need to repeat this in the near future.
Well, we can definitely pull something together. I'd be overjoyed to lend these vocal cords of mine.
Someone on the chat is saying you rock, and I believe this is for you. So yeah, and it's true. So here's perception.
Man, I really am blushing. Joy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, perception, right. Do you want me to continue?
Your decision. I'm literally not paying you to do this.
Well, you know, I'm feeling charitable enough. Let's see. At first glance, it seems like a typical wedding celebration. However, a subtle unease begins to creep in. A closer look at Lillian's expression reveals something unsettling beneath her facade. Rather than the expected happiness, her expression carries a hint of fear, evident in the tension around her eyes and the restrained nature of her smile.
By the way, I'm also choosing the other options that I didn't choose in the first run, just to understand where this will go.
Yeah, absolutely. What did I do for virtue? I think I did like a whispery sort of thing, but that's like bordering on ASMR, so I don't know if I should be doing that live. I don't want to get people into trouble.
Okay. So let me click the next one.
I mean, sometimes the most desperate cries for help are the ones that go unheard. Just for, you know, filling in the
So technically what did you decide to do? Like you have what is the base? What you decided was the main voice of Howard, and did you work on top of it? What was your thought process on this?
I didn't work on we didn't work on a voice for Howard per se, since we're playing through the perspective of Howard himself. We more so wanted to give characteristics to each and every insight that's like running rampant in his mind. So each insight would come with its own personality, something that would reflect the way they would speak, the way they would think, you know. So that's why, with foolishness, as we bore witness at the beginning of the second playthrough, it's relatively more slack, straightforward. Perception is more inquisitive. Virtue would be in the release would be more like bordering on spiritual, and that would be like denoted with the way it speaks and so on and so forth. So it's essentially having like 5 characters in your head.
Yeah. Taking the opportunity, since we have a voice actor here, so how do you manage that when you're voice acting So, let's call this insights different characters because in fact they have their own voice and their own tonality, their own rhythm. How do you manage that in your head?
Um, I think it had a lot to do with. Well, I'm gonna be like referring back to Dungeons and Dragons specifically this time. I think it goes back to like attaching something to each and every insight, each and every character, each and every personality. You know, when when you think of anger issues, let's go with that, for example, you reduce it down to its like basest form. In this case, it's anger, which is relatively easy in the case of the insights. How would an angry person speak? How much of a lilt would they have in their voice? What would be their driving point? You know, so each voice assignment, each portrayal assignment to each insight sort of came from that, reducing them to their basest forms and then building it up on top of that.
And let me ask you, when did you decide on, or you felt like voice acting was really your métier? I noticed from what you said, you had also, or at least you must have acted too
Hmm.
in
Yeah.
theater. Did RPGs also help? Because I would guess having a party that has someone with your talent, obviously they would rely on someone like you to read characters or be a dungeon master. But how was your decision until you noticing I'm going, or deciding actually I'm going to be a voice actor?
It started off very early. It didn't start off necessarily with voice acting in particular. It more so just had something to do with, acting in general. I want to portray a character. I want to tell a story a certain way. It started off with theater, specifically like stage plays and whatnot, at a very early age, and like starting from elementary school, and then in at like at the closing years of middle school, I started to script write, essentially, like writing my own like narratives, stories, and whatnot, just for myself, not with the intent of like, sharing it with anyone or anything, or like publishing it anywhere. But that eventually led to discovering Dungeons and Dragons specifically. That was sort of the gateway into the beautiful, beautiful world of and beautiful and expansive world of tabletop role playing games. And it sort of evolved into more thorough script writing. And then in college, I studied animation and game design with Kerem, the person who drew these and is the co-founder and producer of the game that we're playing right now. And during college, I specialized in character illustration, character designing, illustration, script writing, and voice acting, all of which have like something to do with the art medium overall. But I decided to lean more into voice acting specifically because it just felt more natural. It just felt more welcoming, more expressive. Because I've always felt like I had a story to tell, and that felt like the perfect medium for me to be able to do just that.
Okay, that's a good perspective. How you went from mainly, although your degree, y- you touch several aspects of art and mainly visual art, but you found your way on with the voice, which is, yeah, a really interesting way of going. Do you have other projects now aside from
Um,
Celestial Return?
I'm currently working on a charity work for Boğaziçi University, which is basically an audio library for those for the visually impaired, and I will be
Oh,
voicing Harlan Ellison's "I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream." I will be doing a little addition to that library as a sort of donation.
okay. That's impressive. Yeah, that charity
Thank you.
charity work is, yeah. Sometimes we forget that there are so many amazing media that people with disabilities can't enjoy, and it's good that you're starting to have programs to fulfill this gap and this necessity. And yeah, congratulations for giving your time to help other people and your talent,
Yeah.
obviously.
I mean, it's an absolute pleasure. Like if I like as I it just sort of circles back to having a story to tell, you know.
Yeah.
It because
You don't.
hmm,
No, no, please, I interrupted you. Sorry.
there are just so many to tell, and being able to provide that sort of gateway into those who cannot attain it as easily as most of us is it's a privilege in and of itself. Really, it's just it's a delight to be able to do that for others.
Ethan, we're getting closer to the end of our streaming session. I still have one question. I just posted the URL for both for the Kickstarter for people to be notified when the RPG gets the campaign gets released or gets launched.
Hmm.
Also posted the URL for the Steam page, which has the demo available. If you go there now, you can try it. You can play this build that we're playing. It was just updated, by the way. It was literally updated a few minutes before the streaming session. So this is as fresh as freshly baked bread. So please go try it. And my other question is, do you know when people will be able to? I don't know if you're going with the early access route, but if when are people going to be able to acquire the game on Steam?
As far as I know, the game will be available in its full release in 2025.
Oh,
But the demo, as we are working on it now, is being constantly updated with new things to experience. Sort of like an alpha build, but not quite. It's still the demonstration build. So, but yeah, we're thinking 2025.
so we can now watch that we have already at least the titles of the following chapters. That means that for sure what you have fully developed is far more advanced than the sneak peek that we were able to try in the demo.
And if you would like to partake in the beta, you can also reach us via email or join our Discord. That's also an option.
That's amazing. So last compliment here on the chat is the art is
Oh,
gorgeous, and it is. So
absolutely, it absolutely is.
yeah, Ethan, it was really a pleasure to talk with you during this hour. I thank you for spending this hour talking with us.
The
And
pleasure is all
please,
mine. Thank you so much
yeah,
for having me.
r- really hope that this openness that the market has for interactive fiction and interactive RPGs that will help Celestial Return, because it's such a visually, and even the approach that the game has is so unique that I truly believe it deserves all the showcase possible and all the attention possible. So congratulations on our behalf to the Metaphor team, for you, for your also amazing talent, and thank you for doing a live reading of the characters. Uh, Thanks a lot for that, really.
While I'm here, much obliged. Though jokes aside, thank you. It's been an absolute blast, absolute pleasure to be able to do this with you. It's been an absolute privilege. So thank you.
Thank you, Yiğithan. So we will take a short break because we'll return in just 7 minutes with Ariko, Tales from the Abyss. This was Celestial Return. You can take these 7 minutes of break to go to the Steam page, also to the Kickstarter page, get notified on all of them, try the game, and check for yourself why this was one of our 50 favorite games from almost 700 submissions from across the globe. Thank you again, Yiğithan, and see you all in a few minutes.
Bye bye. There you are, enjoying a quiet drink at the Crow Jazz Bar. Officer Reynolds slides over with a case that's too tough for the usual detectives. Reynolds drops a mysterious case on your lap, a string of strange suicides shaking the city's core. With only a cryptic clue in hand, you grab your trusty sidekick, Rose the Oracle, and head into the seedy underbelly of the sewers in search of dark secrets. But just when all hope seems lost, the mysterious visitor swoops in to save the day. Back at your office, the sting of failure lingers until a strange sight catches your attention.
Hello and welcome to another and the last stream for the day, Ariko, Tales from the Abyss. And with me, it was not expected, but it is Esau from Foxter Studio. Hello, Esau. How are you doing?
Fine, great. Just arrived home and to just in time to be here, and I'm glad you can test the game, and I hope you like it.
This I like it. I hope that everyone likes it as much as I did. Well, I have to advise everyone that I am having issues, compatibility issues, but that's on my end on my computer. And if the game crashes, I'm sorry. But I cannot control it. We try to troubleshoot, but sometimes it still does crash. And I'm sorry for that. The game does not deserve because it's great. Let's start to play because people are not here to watch my face nor yours. They are here to watch the game. Let's go straight to a new save. To a new game. Can you talk me a little bit about Eriko?
Yeah, sure. It's a game where you the survivor, which is the main character which you control. um, arrives to an unknown place called the Abyss. He falls down with his little companion, which name is Ariko, which gives the name to the game. And well, you can see here in the first seconds, it's like a brief description um, of your origin story,
Yes.
but it's really light because the main goal of the game is to explore and discover the history of your own origin, the origin of Ariko, and your whole civilization, because you are alone. That's the first thing you will notice when you start the game. You are in a place lost, and you need to find your way out. It's like your last and ultimate goal.
Okay, I am the survivor, and oh, this is still the intro. This is the tutorial. They are just showing me the button, and at this point they give me many spots to follow. Foxter Studio is based where?
It's in Tenerife, in Canary Islands.
Oh, you are Spanish. I was
Yeah.
considering with your accent that you are Spanish.
Yeah, it's really a really common Spanish English accent. Yeah.
Well, okay. Energy. Now you are starting to see some of the particularities of this game. Our main resource is energy, and when the energy bar reaches 0, we just pass out.
Yeah. That's your main resource management for the entire game. Limits your time when you are outside in the abyss, and it's the like a time limit to explore and discover. But when you progress throughout the game, you could upgrade your energy levels, so it's not that punishing, and you have more freedom to explore and discover the secrets that are all over the place.
Yeah, it's a very interesting take on the traditional skill tree, because we mostly on this roguelite system we are gaining time. At least we have more time to explore, to reach further. It's very interesting, a very interesting take.
Yeah, the game has roguelike soul or first approach, but it ended up being more of an exploration and discovery game
Yeah.
than a typical roguelike. So it's not that punishing, but anyways, you are meant to die or to faint many times as you progress the game.
Yeah, as is traditional in these games. And now we have find Eriko,
Yeah,
our little
Yeah.
friend,
is there.
and this table. What is the function of this?
That's your base inventory. When any resources you gather outside will be stored here, and they are used to essentially to upgrade your gauntlet and your energy urn is called what you have on the back.
I still cannot interact with the upgrade
Yeah,
table.
yeah. You should be able to destroy it. Yeah, it's fine.
Let's destroy this. And now I should have a message, but oh, I have it previously. So let's
just
continue
explore.
exploring.
Yeah, explore the area.
How big is your team?
Well, it
More or less.
yeah, in the game, through the entire development, we've been around 30 people
Oof.
throughout 2 years, a little bit more than 2 years of development.
Wow. I was expecting way more time and
Yeah.
a smaller team, because the game seems very polished.
Yeah.
And the game is not in any platform
No,
yet, isn't it?
it's not out yet. We are looking for a publisher, and we haven't done any sort of a marketing campaign or anything like that. We've tested the game in some events in the region and internationally, but
Yes.
no, the game is not out yet. It's not fully polished as we would like to be for a release, but yeah, that's the current state of the game.
And before my next question, related to the previous one, what room is this?
Oh,
Where I'm now?
yeah. This is called a memory room. There are several scattered through the game, and
Oh.
they are essentially the place where you can know more about the story of the place you are in.
I didn't know that there was more. I thought that was just this one, and I would find the necessary stuff for unlock the next development of the story.
Well, kind of. You unlock the next chapters in different rooms, but once you have it, once you have that chapter, you can access them from any room. They are all connected.
And I always liked this, like in Tunic, for instance, this aspect that we cannot understand what is written, but we think that
Yeah.
somewhere in the future, I do not know if this will happen, we will be able to understand what is written. And this is what we still did not uncover, I guess, I assume.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
in each era there are 3 scrolls, and I do not know, I
Yeah.
cannot select those scrolls.
Yeah,
Perhaps more.
those are locked for now, but
Yeah.
they will be unlocked when you progress enough through the story.
I just love this cell shading. It's lovely.
It's been a really hard work to get it to work, and now we are working on an upgrade to Unity 6, and we are essentially remaking the shaders. So
Oh, you are starting all over.
kind of.
Almost.
Kind of. I hope it's not that, but yeah, I love to be refactored there.
Did that story with Unity and the when they changed the terms of service, did that affect you in some regard?
Not yet, because the game's not out. So
For you, is the same.
yeah, it's not right now. It doesn't mean anything because the game is not out. So we don't have to
Worry about
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
That-
you have told me previously that you have only shown Eriko on shows and events.
Yeah, that's right.
How important are events like IndieX or other physical events important for a game without any other forms of marketing?
Well, to sell the game is not that important because you need like a massive marketing campaign to reach enough audience, but they are essential to our development because any event that can give us feedback about the game and what's more, fans of this kind of Metroidvania titles is really valuable, and it gives us a lot of information to tune features, tutorials, to make it more appeal to the audience.
Yes, it's always positive for. I imagine that it's always positive to know the opinion of everyone, or
Yeah.
at least have someone to quality to make quality assurance.
Well, not in that way, but
Yes, we play testing,
not
test
not
the waters.
intoxication. Yeah, sure. That's right. Not intoxicated by the development of the game. So
Yeah,
internal QA it's important, but you know it's not the same. It's never the same.
it's I cannot code for to save my life, but I guess it's like writing. When I write something, it's very hard for me to go there afterwards and discover what is wrong with my writing. I have to ask someone else to check and see where are my mistakes. And if you give the game to other people,
It's
I
the
guess
same
they
thing.
will make something like that. I haven't unlocked anything. I guess I cannot reach that
No,
yet.
but you can go around. Yeah, go straight forward, and you are meant to. There was a little cinematic that shows not to the left, and where those shiny rocks to the left again, and you are meant to fall that. Yeah,
I have to fall there. I
yeah,
never thought about that
it's really
because I
hidden.
can. I will play test you a little bit. I can tweak this. I can make I can cheat a little bit here, and I can reach the other place.
Yeah,
I can reach it from here.
you can you.
But then I cannot return.
No, but
I will be stuck there. I
well,
never thought that I would have to throw myself.
yeah, it's
Like on
it's really hidden.
that's
It's really hidden. We are working on changing a little bit that part so it's more
Oh,
clear
but
to a new player. Because
Oh.
we want you to explore and discover, but at the start of the game it's a little rough to the player.
But I discovered in the opposite way. I've
Oh,
discovered
all right.
from the other side. I've reached here and I thought that this was a dead end
All right.
because I have developed my skills. I have the other skills that I will not say, two other skills,
Uh-huh.
and I was then able to cross with no
Yeah.
issues, and I've
Yeah.
reached this side of from the other side. Press and hold to charge energy cell. Yes.
Yes.
You need to spend energy cells to interact with those boxes. Let's interact and see what the box has to me. A gauntlet blueprint. What is the use of these blueprints?
All right. Those are the ingredients to upgrade the two main equipment pieces of devices that the character has. One is the gauntlet that you have in your right hand that use the power of the can use the power of the runes, and the other one is the energy urn that you have in your back. So those are necessary to make upgrades to increase the power and the precision.
Yeah. I have a hovering rock back there. Does
Yeah.
that hovering rock has any meaning?
Yeah, that it doesn't have right now an interaction hint, but you could. I think in this build you will be able to interact with it with the Y button of the controller.
In the future.
No, right now, and it's like a sign. It tells you directions. That's it. It's a sign left there by the ancient civilization.
Let me test that. Oh, oh. A poop rock.
Another little.
I think I have the time. I still have the time. Oh, I do not have the prompt, but I can interact with that.
That's it.
Okay, let's run away because I still have time. I have time. we have the double jump now, so now it's kinda easy. I have another rock here. Another double jump. Another double jump. I think I can activate this. No, I have to have 2 energy cells, and I cannot reach that place still. 1,
Or maybe
2. Yes, I can.
but you don't have any
Oh, I
many
do not
more
have space on my backpack.
time to go to base, and
Yes, my backpack is finite. No, there we go. For a game like this, 2 years of development seems nowadays it seems a short time, a very short time.
yeah, thing is the game director and the art director are very experienced game developers from another company.
Drakkar Studio.
Yeah, that's it. They have a lot of experience developing games, and that's why this was possible.
I've read the story how they how they met, like how I met your mother. I've read the story and it's quite cool. And Alberto was the one that
Yeah,
was
that's it.
predicted to come here. Unfortunately, he can't. I hope he feels better soon. But it was a cool story, and how that sequence of events make this game happen.
Yeah.
Every time you come back from the abyss, the day will be over. Talk to Ariko to go to sleep and be ready for your next descent. Is this game inspired from something from Spanish culture? Or
Well,
it's just a story?
not really. It's an original story that gathers a lot of inspirations from many games, and but no, it's not like any direct reference for anything.
Great. Let's use the upgrade table now because I can interact with it now.
That's
I
fine.
assume. Okay. We can see the available materials there. And I can change the categories here. I have to select the upgrade, and well, it kind of forced me to choose that upgrade. Hold A to confirm. Well, let's do what the game tells us to do, and that's it. The first upgrade. Now I have the max number of energy cells, so I can activate that bridge.
Yeah.
Let's end the day. Let's talk to Eriko. Okay, the shelter. This is the option. It's defined as optional events, but is the time where we talk about what we did.
It's like a recap,
Yes.
just in case you are lost, or you don't know how to continue.
Go.
Yeah, that's it. And in case you miss some, it complements some of the information, because there's a lot of environmental storytelling in the game. But these events help. It's like the character telling Nariko what he's found in the depths of the abyss, and
during the day.
During the day, yeah, and it gives you some context to the action.
And for the ones wondering, and this question comes up a lot. We can pet Eriko.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the game crashed. Let's restart because the transmission. I'll try to restart the game and see if that is possible. the game, the positive stuff is that the game is very quick to restart. Everything. Every time that I have to move from a screen to another, my art just stops because it's always at that moment that the game stops on my computer. The interaction with Erico. Okay, now I have to share this with the production team. There we go. I think it's fine. Let's continue. If the games allow me to. I do not think the game is allowing me to continue. Yes, the Erico is not breathing. So I think Erico is not breathing, unfortunately. So I guess the game doesn't want me to run. How unfortunate. There was an option that we had not considered in the beginning of the stream, that it was if you were able to stream, perhaps it would be better, but I do not remember that. Are you listening to me? I've lost Discord at the same time.
I can hear you now.
Let me try to, but I do not think I will be able to start because let me go for it again. If not, we will have to end. It came short a little bit. Okay. Let's try again. Can you hear me, Sao?
Yeah.
Scrappy? Esau, can you listen to me?
Yeah. Everything's okay.
Okay. But I do not think the game wants to run.
Oh.
Yeah. After the first crash, he never let me. We will have to end. That I did not remember, because you should have a proper a running build and a proper PC. Perhaps I didn't not remember previously, but it should be you to stream the game. Well, I will have to close the program. My face is now completely black. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've tried, but
It doesn't matter. It's okay.
I've tried again. Não me apanhas a câmera. You cannot find my camera. Can you? Guys, I'm sorry because as I was fearing, the game crashed and the game deserved a little better. Perhaps we can reschedule the stream with someone that has a machine that does not crashes the game. I have to thank Esau for being with me. This was kind of a sneak peek of a great game. You have not seen, I can assure you that you have not seen the better parts because I was going to unlock more skills that would allow me to unlock more rooms and to interact with more parts of the environment, but I will not ruin the will I will not spoil the surprise. Most likely it will be we will have another go at this stream because we still have vacant spots, perhaps with not with me, but thank you, Esau. I'm sorry everyone, it was my fault, but there's no point in trying to reconnect because I've tried 3 times and 3 times it failed. So, Esau, do you have anything to say to the viewers before we go?
Well, I just have to say that you should try the game. It's a fairly long game with a lot of gameplay, a lot of secrets hidden in the areas of the game, and it's a cool story and cool gameplay. You should play it.
Yes, it's my opinion also. So, I'm sorry once again. I'm so sad with this. I'm really sad with this. I was so excited with this game, but I'm sorry, and perhaps we can see you later. Bye, guys. And for today, this was the last from the day. See you guys. Bye.